Hey Baylor fans, this is your call to gear up with Harley-Davidson of Waco. Whether you're hitting the open road or tailgating at McLean Stadium, we've got the ride to match your Bear pride. Check out our wide selection of new and pre-owned motorcycles, visit our service department, or shop all the latest gear and accessories to show off your Baylor spirit and Harley pride. Visit us today and find your freedom on two wheels. Harley-Davidson of Waco, where Baylor fans never ride alone. Visit in-store or at hdwaco.com. Sic Em Bears.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to this week's Sic Em Podcast presented by Harley-Davidson of Waco. We love Harley. They got those great bikes out there. They had a Baylor-branded bike. I need to see if it's still there or if maybe that's sold, but great spot. Harley-Davidson of Waco. We appreciate them greatly. Join me in welcoming a new member of Coach Dave Aranda's staff as our guest this week, Jacori Greer, new coach for the defensive line for the Bears. Welcome to Baylor and welcome to the Sic Em Podcast.
Oh, man, I'm so excited to be here and share some good facts with what we got going on.
Very good.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of good stuff going on. And let me say welcome back to Texas,
That's
too.
right.
That's big for you and your wife, isn't it?
Oh, my goodness. We are more gracious and just so excited to be back. Myrtle Beach was an awesome experience, but you can't beat home.
Good. That was Coastal Carolina,
Correct.
Louisiana Tech before that. You graduated, grew up in Dallas, in the Dallas area.
Dallas
and you
area.
Still have family there?
All my family's there. My
Good.
mom's there, dad's there, uncles and aunts. So I've been getting calls out the wazoo of just welcome home, but they're trying to get down here. So
Good.
we're excited.
Bring them down.
That's right.
And your wife, Nicole, is from Austin.
She is. She's an Austin native. Her family as well is excited just to be close and driving distance. And so we're ready to get this thing rolling.
Okay, so y'all end up in Waco, and that's pretty much equidistant,
I
isn't
told
it?
her this is the best we can do. Like, this is. Please
right.
don't ask me anything else about where we can get closer to
Right.
home. This is about the best situation for us right now. And
All
so
right.
we're fired up.
Cool. All right, let me ask you about Nicole.
Yeah.
I see in a bio she is a mechanical engineer for Apple.
She was. And
She was. She's not
She's
anymore.
still a mechanical engineer.
Okay.
She works for another company based off in the Netherlands, and
Okay.
they build all kind of crazy things. But she's the smartest person I know. Let me
How
tell
about
you.
that?
Let me tell you.
Yeah. My son had a mechanical engineering degree, and it's just you're kind of wired a little
my
different, aren't you?
goodness. Oh, she's on my butt about everything. Let me tell you, from the picking up the socks to mathematical equations.
Yeah.
I'm blessed.
That
Let me tell
fits.
you that.
Yeah, that's cool. Very good. Well, look forward to meeting her sometime
Absolutely.
soon. Also, she just got here. She's here in Waco now.
Just got here, and we're about to get in our house. We've been in Airbnb for about a month,
Yeah.
and so we're excited to finally get some keys on the 1st of March and get this thing official.
Nice. Very good.
yeah.
How you found your way around Waco a little bit, finding some good eating spots?
Absolutely.
How do you like Waco so
I
far?
love Waco.
Yeah.
It's a small. It feels like a small town, but
Right.
this place is way bigger than I gave it
Right,
credit for.
right.
Just all the surrounding areas. From Lorena, am I saying that right? Lorena.
Lorena. Yep,
Okay,
there we
so
go.
Lorena. It's been just a really cool mix of places, and with Jake on the staff, guys like that, they've kind of pointed me in the right direction.
Right. Very
So-
cool. You, in your background, you were at Texas State at one point.
That's right.
You and Jake didn't cross paths there,
We
did you?
So
Did
he
you
was
really?
the
Okay.
head coach. I was this D-line coach.
Well, sure.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
so I was there for 2 years with Jake, and that kind of built our relationship, obviously, and that's why this job, he was a big part of me coming here.
That's great.
Yeah.
Great connection. Coach Clanderman, new to Baylor also as our defensive coordinator, your defensive line. Do you have any background, any history with Coach Clanderman?
So it was crazy. I really don't, but just in our profession,
Right.
it's still networking.
Right.
The former GM at K-State was a defensive coordinator at Abilene Christian.
Okay.
And so I was his D-line coach.
Okay.
And so when Joe was taking this job, he kind of talked to him, and it just kind of was one of those things, man. You meet a person, you do a good job, and you get opportunities.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened in this situation.
That's cool. Isn't it funny how connections you make along the way, you never know where they're going to, come
100%.
back around.
That's what we talk to our players about too, is just, it's so transactional now. It's still relationships, man. It's
yeah.
still building connection with people that provides you better opportunities in your life.
Wow.
And so we spend a lot of time talking about that. And I'm definitely an example firsthand of that.
Yeah. That's cool to know the connections through the years that end up you being here at Baylor.
That's right.
That's fun. Carrollton Newman Smith High School to New Mexico.
Yes, sir.
How was your time there with the Lobos?
Oh man, a whirlwind. Let me tell you, I learned a lot of life lessons. From my experience, from winning 3 games in 2 years to finding some success there, really sticking with it has been my identity this whole way through. But great coaches along the way, Daryl Dickey's of the world to you just meet a lot of great people. Doug Mallory was our defensive coordinator. He's now in the NFL. Just a lot of really cool connections along the way there.
That's great.
Yeah.
Mike Loxley was your coach when you went there, and then Bob Davey.
That's right.
And Bob Davey was kind of had a hand in getting you here also.
For sure. I called him. We call him the old man. So I called the old man and asked him, would he mind making a call for me?
Nice.
And he was like, well, I'm going to call, but if you don't hear back, that means they weren't interested. So he called me back and was like, hey, I think they might be interested.
Nice.
And so it was awesome. He's been a great helping hand for me just in my career so far, and I appreciate him a lot.
That's great.
Yeah.
Any other family coaching background in your
so
family?
My brother is a basketball coach.
Okay.
He was the head basketball coach at the University of San Diego.
Wow.
He's been at Arizona State, Washington. Now he's in kind of doing the private thing of training kids in La Jolla. So he has a real rough life. Nice. Oh man. But he's just his work ethic, how he works, the time he puts in was definitely a big impression on me early on.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of why I got into it as well.
Nice. Older brother then?
Older brother.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's great. Well, see if he can come visit and
That's right.
slum with us here in Waco from La Jolla.
That's right. That's right.
And your time at New Mexico, played there, and you said kind of helped build that program. I mean, y'all had one at least really great year when you were there.
Yeah. We really turned the tide. I talk to our players a lot about just with the transfer piece. Once Coach Loxley, transitioned, we lost a lot of players. 7 of us stayed from my senior class. Like you think about 28 kids coming in a class and then 7 staying.
Wow, really?
It really set the tone of what we wanted that program to be. And we were able to find some success.
Huh. You were a defensive lineman?
I was.
There. Coach Davey, I think of as a defensive guy. Is that accurate?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right.
Attitude and spirit, let me tell you. Yeah.
And did you work there as a GA
when
you finished playing?
So I GA'd there for really 1 season and then got an opportunity to go to SMU.
Okay.
And so that's where I met Chad Morris and Van Malone and that staff, and was there for 6 months and then got my first full-time job.
Great. What do you think about being not just back in Texas, but being in the Big 12 now? What do you think about this league?
This is a conference that I've always just dreamed about coaching in. I mean, the style of play, the competition you play every week, it's really a defensive line dream, in my opinion, right? Like the guys that can be explosive, that can get off the ball, really do well in this league. And so being with Joe, who's, a visionary, his vision is for our defensive line to be that aggressive. I'm really excited about.
Wow, that's cool. And where are you now off-season work with the guys? You said you just now starting to get to know them, get your hands on them.
Yeah. We've been getting to know each other, I would say, probably over the last month.
Okay.
I think Coach Aranda really has set the tone and tempo of he wants us to be a close team. And so with that, like, it's all relationships, man. I've been spending less time actually talking football, more time talking about their family.
Yeah.
More talking about, we got a couple players that have kids. And so getting to know them and their kids and their situation and where they live, that's what this has been. But now we've kind of transitioned to actually on the field, and it's been awesome just to see how hungry they are. I don't know how good we're going to be this second, but I know we got a hungry group that wants to compete and really want to find ways to be successful.
Wow, that sounds great. And then Coach Clanderman, I think a great background. I think that's a great hire to get him here. But then Coach Aranda and his defensive background also. What are your thoughts about him as a defensive guy first as the head coach?
Yeah, I think that was one of the allures of this job. And I think his reputation in that is I mean, it's huge, right? And so getting to hear his thoughts about certain things and how we play and our style of play is really, really important to me. At the same time, he's been awesome with just letting Joe do his deal and kind of just watching and being involved. If he has a question, he'll ask. And I think that relationship is really going to set us apart from other places.
Which, to me, what you just said, that says a lot about Coach Aranda and the respect he has for Coach Clanderman, because Dave was right there. I mean, he was the defensive play caller the last couple of years, but to be able to feel free enough to hand that off says a lot.
Oh, no doubt. You feel it, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it was like before, but I can tell you now, like just being around and in the weight room, you feel Coach Aranda's presence, and it's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Spring practice about a month away, a little less than a month away, March 24th to start. That's an important time, isn't it?
Oh, right now it's vital.
Yeah.
I think we're as wide open, just as far as like depth chart, than we've ever been here from what I'm hearing. And so the spring is going to be a great time to evaluate, a great time to teach our techniques and the things we do. And so we're really looking forward to that.
Nice. What's the defensive line position look like, as much as you know right now?
I think we are as twitchy and athletic as probably we've been in a long time. I think we're still figuring out exactly position-wise who can play what from that standpoint. But just like their ability to get off the ball and get vertical are things that I'm really excited about so far.
Nice. I've heard coaches say through the years that finding really good quality defensive linemen is kind of the hardest position to find on the recruiting trail.
Well, and part of that is everybody wants them, right? So
exactly. Everybody needs them.
That's right. Like I've always thought, like, man, you need a really good quarterback.
Yep.
You need some corners that can cover. You need an O-line and you need a D-line. Like linebacker, my linebacker, Coach Chaney's going to kill me. But like, I'm just like, man, anybody can play linebacker. But defensive lineman, man, if you got a good one, you notice them. And if you don't got them, you notice it, right? And so we're developing right now. And I think by the time we get to game day, I think we'll be really proud of our product.
Man, that's great. Can't wait to see it for this program. And, it's a key year, obviously. But to me, the optimism, the positivity around the program, there's a lot of that out there. Do you feel 100%.
That? 100%. Right now, like, we're taking it one day at a time. Honestly, pressure to me is earned. We're talking to our kids right now. You haven't earned the pressure, right? Like the pressure is every day doing your best, right? 1-0 mentality is what we've kind of adopted, and so it's been every day just doing the best we can to do the daily things right. And so if we do that enough times and we stack those days, we'll be where we need to be.
Nice. I said earlier, spring practice is really important this year, but really what's going on right now is really important too.
This is the most important. Coach said it the other day, that right now is the most important time.
It is, isn't it?
Because we're developing habits for spring, right? Like we're developing the work ethic. We're developing pushing through pain. How do you tolerate a bad situation? How do you fix it? How do you fix it in your mind mentally? That's what we're working on right now. And it's been really awesome. Just to see it every day.
Wow. You've been in coaching for a while, and this is a different time in college athletics, isn't it?
Oh man, it's insane. So everybody says it's the Wild Wild West, but it really is. Like it feels like there's not a lot of rules, even though there are rules. And then what rules, and then how do you? It's been crazy.
Yeah. But you have to be flexible. You have to adjust and know what needs to be done and how it needs to be done. You just got to adjust with the times.
That's right. That's right. I always say, if you're not learning, you're failing. And so once we kind of figure out the rules of the game, then it's our job to adapt to those rules and make the best out of that situation. Luckily for me coming here, our recruiting staff and support staff had already had a good foundation. And so I was really able to pick the ball up and just run when I got here, which was awesome. And so that speaks a lot about who we are, who Coach Aranda hired in our recruiting department to make it a really smooth transition for me.
Good. Mentioned earlier that our Sic Em Podcast is brought to you by Harley Davidson, which is a great spot. You need to go by there.
I plan on. I heard you get a discount, so I'm gonna use your discount.
Mention David Lee's name.
That's right, David. All right,
right. But we appreciate Harley. Are you a Harley guy? Are you a motorcycle guy?
My wife loves bikes.
Really?
I'm a big truck guy.
Okay.
I'm a big guy. It's big guy.
Right.
Maybe I just haven't been on the right bike yet.
Yeah.
But I'm more of a watcher. My wife is she'll get on one and roll. So.
Nice. Big truck guy fits in well here in Texas too.
100%. 100%.
What else do y'all like to do away from football?
Man, we love to travel. We've been all over the place. St. Thomas, my wife loves Disney, so we try to do that every year. We don't have kids, so I feel like I can kind of move how I need to and spend my money on us, right? And so
that's good.
But it's food. My wife loves to cook. We spend a lot of time just kind of moving around, which is why Waco, like a lot of great places to eat here and experience just the life here. It's been great.
Right. Very good. Very good. And you can go to Disney. You don't have to have kids to go to Disney.
That's right. That's right. It's more fun without kids. Let me tell you. I'm just going to tell you.
You might be right. We've taken our kids growing up, and we have 3, and they're grown now, and they're taking their kids now. Okay. But you can go after the kids are grown and have a lot of fun.
That's right. That's right. So
that's great.
We've been the last 3 years.
Nice.
And so I'm ready to do something else. She's not. So we'll be at Disney next year.
That's great. Well, we're glad you're here, and good to get to know you a little bit more. And welcome to Waco, and welcome back to Texas. And Sic Em, you've learned Sic Em?
I have.
Right? Or maybe you knew that. What'd you know about Baylor when you were in high school or growing up in Dallas?
So what's crazy is actually not a lot, a little bit just as far as the colors were my high school colors. Okay. And so I kind of understood that. But when the stadium opened, I was at Abilene Christian, and we were one of the first games in the stadium.
That's right.
And so watching those kids run across the field and seeing the atmosphere, I was just like, this place, I have pictures.
That's
and
great.
I was just like, this place I have to come back to at some point. And so
that's great. It
was kind of full circle when this happened.
Yeah.
I'm really, like I said, just grateful and blessed to be here.
That was one of the first games at the stadium, wasn't it? Maybe the second game?
I think it was the second game. I think
SMU?
they played on 0 week.
Yeah.
And then we were the very next game.
How about that?
Second game, Matt Rule, I think, was the coach here.
2014.
Yep. And so, I remember that experience. It was a great experience.
Wow. That's
and
good
we fought them too, man. We fought the Bears, but we had no chance. That second half got away from us.
All right. You're on the home sideline now.
That's
so that's
right.
a good thing.
That's right.
That's good. It's great to get to know you. Best to Nicole. Look forward to getting to know her a little bit, and welcome to Baylor.
Thank you. I'm excited.
All right. Jacori Greer, he's Baylor's new defensive line coach on Coach Aranda's staff. Good to visit with him on the Sic Em Podcast, presented by Harley Davidson of Waco.